Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. I'm Elisa. I've been doing a bunch of readings because the energy has been super intense. I just did 2 readings for Virgo full moon, and yeah. Sometimes I'll go for long stretches where I won't do any readings, and then sometimes I'll just like pumping them out. I just split the deck and I got the Ten of Swords and the Hierophant. So kind of what I'm getting from this is like someone's like laying down the law and it's causing the end of the road for some toxic situation or suffering, or it's like there's some situation that really just needs to end. And so someone's laying down the law about that. So interesting. I'm gonna pull a couple cards and see what else I get. There's definitely, in general in the world, there's definitely been a huge shift in the collective consciousness, like triggered initially, I think, by the pandemic, but like I think now that people are like re-engaging the world, it's like hitting the ground, and there's just like intense fire and conflict and just like dueling agendas, because it's like the world has changed, and really like it boils down to like a battle between those that are sort of like have kind of accepted the change and are like ready to move forward into the way things are going to be in the future, and those who are trying to like go back to the past. Like I feel like that kind of sums it up, So, okay, so I just pulled 3 cards, and then I got this again, the Hierophant again at the bottom of the deck. So that's crazy. And I think what I'm getting from this is just sort of like the universe has spoken, like whether you want to move forward or not, like it doesn't, the universe has spoken. Like we can't go back to the past because things have just changed, And so that's really at the root of it, I think, the core issue. But like getting that card twice, I think, is just a confirmation. Like we can't go back. Like it's over, like we have to move forward. So I got the 6 of Cups, I got the 4 of Wands, and I got the Knight of Pentacles. So that's interesting because this is a card all about moving forward. But it's like slow and steady wins the race. Like this is not rash action. This is like building a solid foundation. And we got the 6 of Cups. So this is a card of like soulmate love, or like, it can be like reminiscent of the past or your childhood or growing up, or like people that you grew up with, or your family, it can indicate that. And then but it came out with the 4 of Wands, which that's the marriage, family, stability card. Like this is a solid foundation. So it's just sort of like moving forward with this solid foundation, which is actually really good. It's like this reading kind of speaks to maybe the tribe of people who are have sort of already accepted the change, and these are the people that are going to be blessed. And so it's really interesting because when I pulled out the Mystical Shaman, I got the Earth Keeper at the bottom, and I totally just did this reading not that long ago, which I'll have to link up here, and I'm trying to remember what it was called. But it was all about how the people who are in alignment with the earth are going to be the chosen people, you know, moving forward. And because things on the reality on the ground has changed. There was a reading recently also called The Reality on the Ground is Epic. And yeah, so it's just sort of like you're either going to like roll with the punches or you're going to get left behind, because like the change is so vast and so far reaching and so just like in everything that it's unavoidable. Okay, so when this is interesting. So these cards kind of speak to what I was just saying. So we have the rainbow. So this is interesting because this, like, the rainbow kind of is like a symbol of like sort of like the chakra system, and the chakra system being in balance and in alignment with the energy of the universe. And this bird is in alignment, and so that bird is being propelled forward with like sort of like all the blessings of the universe. Like, see, that's in alignment with all the planets. And birds also speak to like messages. Like I have a whole thread about birds because it like means a lot to me, because like my dad passed over, you know, in the last couple years, basically around the time I started doing this channel. And he was a pilot, so I get lots of messages through birds from my dad. And anyways, so this bird is like totally in alignment with all the energy of the universe and is being propelled forward on its destiny in total alignment. Balanced chakras, like everything is good. So then I also got the rattle. And the rattle, like with the shaman, in shamanistic terms, is sort of like you use this to call in, invoke the power of the universe, you know. But like it's really important, if you are going to invoke the power of the universe, that you are in alignment with the truth and the highest good, because otherwise it can come back to you karmically in a really bad way. So it's really important that you are responsible with invoking that power. But what's interesting is that it came along with this rainbow, which is this bird who's in complete alignment with all that is. And so when this person invokes the rattle, everything they need is going to come to them in perfect time, and everything is going to work out because they have the blessing of the universe behind them, because the universe has spoken, and because they've aligned themselves with that guidance. They're on the road to a solid foundation moving forward. Ooh, this is actually a really, really, really good reading. Okay, so I'm going to, oh my gosh. So I opened the deck and all these cards fell out, which I think means something. I'm just going to take the three that just plopped out. So we got the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and then on a different pile, we got the Sun. So it's almost like there's like I was saying, like there's like two camps, you know, like it's like if you are in alignment with the highest good, if you've taken the time to listen to your inner guidance and like align your life with that, you're going to be good. You're going to be one of the chosen ones, the earth keepers. However, if you have not been honest with yourself, if you have not aligned yourself with the truth, if you are living in deception, this change is going to be totally harsh reality check. And it seems like this is kind of like a turning point where that's being revealed. I mean, it's sort of like, I think Vladimir Putin is like a really good example in current time, because he's like trying to go forward as he always has, because it's always worked for him before, leading to now, but he's like so removed from everyone else that he doesn't realize that like the universe has spoken He's like not in touch with that. He's not in alignment with that. And so things are like kind of crumbling under him. Like it's not working out, you know? Whereas like the people of Ukraine who have like nothing but are in alignment with the truth and are just doing things for the right reasons, like seem to be overcoming all of this crazy obstacle and have like all these blessings ahead of them. So it's very, very interesting, but it definitely, this speaks to like a sort of like bifurcation of like destinies, depending on where you have aligned yourself. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we got two cards that just flipped out. We got taking risks, and it's this bird spreading its wings and flying. We have enlightenment, which really I think speaks to this person who is in alignment. And then it's like they have, it's their moment to spread their wings and fly. And it's weird how these cards kind of match. It's time to spread your wings, baby.